This is Saint Germain. I am here to respond to the questions that were just received on this channel. The questions revolve around a listener who is a writer and is feeling challenged to be able to access their gifts and higher guidance for purposes of writing at the times they choose to write, and also the role that grounding plays in that entire process. We would say to you that when you are writing, you are just channeling the way anybody would channel verbal information, would channel other information, equations, mathematic equations, would channel answers to questions that they have. This channel is always paying attention to the timing that they feel is right in order to be the open and clear channel to bring through the information for purposes of this channel and for purposes of their work, for purposes of their clients, for purposes of making any decisions. We always have access to our higher selves, to our angels, to our guides, and we have very specific guides. And in the case of the listener who has the question, you have writing guides and you have angels that support your writing. So you are able to create the relationship where you can reach out directly and ask directly, and doing so verbally is very helpful for you to have a conversation, calling in your writing guides, your writing angels, your higher self, to support you with some creative writing that you are interested in doing at that time. Allowing yourself to be in a state of peace and calm and relaxation is always the easiest way to call in and connect with your angels, guides, and higher self. This is what your channel is doing right now. Letting go, but creating the relationship with whatever higher dimensional being they are wanting to access in that moment. So the way this channel begins, if you will notice, is first he is meditating and calm and grounded while he is channeling. He will then take 3 deep cleansing breaths, and you will hear that on all of these channelings, whereby he is emptying his mind, he is relaxing, he is letting go of any stress, any distractions over the course of those 3 deep breaths. It is also possible, and he has done this in the past, is used a tone, used a pitch tone, and used a little mallet and a hammer to tap on that tone to create the same effect. However, he has been able to determine that it is just as easy for him to do it without having that tool. So once he connects in and makes the request to call in whichever ascended master, whichever high dimensional being he's interested in connecting with, he invokes that, he breathes, and then he relaxes and he allows that energy to come through him. He has already set the intention and the parameters that only the highest dimensional, highest frequency beings of the light will be allowed to come through him. So this is a way that he is able to channel at the times that are most convenient for him. Anyone listening to this channel is able to do this. And we invite you to experiment with this process of channeling. Allow yourself to let go of any questions that you might have as to whether you're making up the communication that you're receiving. Just allow yourself to let it flow through you. It will be helpful to record this messages, and it is a way that you can create the opportunity, and in response to the question that we received, with respect to doing it at the times that you desire to do it, you can invoke this process and try this procedure. Sometimes there are things going on within you, or there are emotions, or the timing is just not right to be able to connect in with these higher dimensional beings. The masters, your higher self, your angels, and your guides. In those situations, allow yourself to flow. Do not try and force or control anything. When you want to connect with the higher dimensional beings, engage in the conversation, requesting that, and seeing if it is the right timing. And you will find that as your frequency rises and you are continuing to move along on this ascension process, releasing and letting go of the lower vibrations, lower frequencies, lower vibrational energies such as anger and fear, and you're allowing yourself to stay in the positive states with higher frequency and higher vibration, it will become much easier to access the higher dimensional beings at the times that you're interested. For the individual who wrote the question about having the writing inspiration coming through you at awkward times, we invite you to just notice what you're feeling, what state of being you are in when the flow of inspiration and creativity that's coming from your higher mind, your higher self, the higher dimensions is flowing through you. You will find that it is when you're at a calmer, peaceful state. However, do not try and force or control any process. Allow yourself to connect from your heart and flow. And you will find that there will be great cooperation and great collaboration from us, just as this channel experiences that. It is wonderful to be guiding you and encouraging you to channel for yourselves. The benefits to you are great. Your experience of the high frequency and high vibrations that you bring through will be quite healing to your physical body and your emotional bodies. It will also support you in your ascension process. So we encourage you to just jump in and give it a try. Be playful. Don't take things seriously. Just trust the experience. Please continue to ask us more and more questions. We love to respond to your questions to make this meaningful. If you have a question, it is going to benefit other listeners. So you will be doing and providing a great service by asking questions. We love to respond. We love to communicate with you. We are complete.